The world today is interlinked. The fate of one part depends on the fate of the others. Economic, social, and cultural development is a shared goal. The Development Studies Association of Ireland brings together academics and NGOs to work with individuals and institutions in the Global South to help accomplish these goals.
The DSAI is not about aid. It's actually about soft skills. It's about sharing expertise.
We need to bring in perspectives, insights, data, techniques, experiences from different disciplines.
It's been very beneficial for me to hear what sociologists, nutritionists, human geographers have to say, because development is about transformative change. Transformative change implies holistic change. Regardless of what your specialist area is, you do need to talk to people from other disciplines.
It's like the blind guys who tried to describe an elephant. And each one of them described it according to what they had touched. Different parts represented something, and that would actually happen to development researchers. If we work in silos, we would think the world is actually limited to that small thing that we are working on.
We're bringing together the best of the academic community in terms of development studies, and we're trying to introduce them to the wider development community, be it NGOs, policymakers, government.
Now, something that can put those sorts of projects under one umbrella so that the different organisations and stakeholders are communicating with each other.
Well, it's a case of kind of connecting those dots.
Joining things up and getting better intellectual understanding, value for money, evidence, and so on.
An open platform where different people can discuss different ideas, their different interests, and do so openly and respectfully. I think that is very powerful.
That's really how development can move forward, by engaging those different points of view, because none of us is going to do it on our own.
One of the things when I kind of first entered this field, let's say, right, I kept hearing this expression, I've been doing these things my own way for the last 10, 15 years, like, why should I change? So what I got from that was that experience was replaced in good practice. So I've done things my own way for 20 odd years, so why would I change? I was kind of shocked by it, because I feel if you're working on this to do with development and social change, you need to be looking constantly at new ideas and new things, and looking at what's working and what's not working and trying to improve your practice. So I think that's why something like this is absolutely needed.
You know, inspire and talk with other people to strengthen these kind of networks, push these kind of ideas.
A forum where people can question received wisdoms, dialogue and debate, and engage particularly younger people on these issues, and hopefully show them and allow them to make a real contribution.
It makes you think differently about what you do with certain numbers or with certain research, and how you take that up, what you want to do with the particular type of influence that you have.
NGOs need to listen to academics and need to bear the fruits of their particular work.
While theory informs practice, practice has to inform theory.
In order to really fully understand what works and why it works, researchers, practitioners and governments need to be involved at a very early stage.
Irish Aid, like many development organisations, states that we want our policy and practice to be shaped by evidence. And indeed we want the policy and practice of our partners to be shaped by evidence.
So the coming together of policymakers, academics, and indeed the academics from different institutions coming towards a collaborative effort for both research and education is fundamental towards improving the way we do things.
To know what works and to scale it up appropriately, to improve how we do things, to understand what's not going well and how to get it and make it better. To anticipate things, we want to identify through research conditions, facilitators, barriers that are helping us understand what might be coming next. I've worked with Oxfam and I've worked with Goal now. There are different cultures in an academic institution.
Working with Concern and being with them, that was kind of the first time as an early stage researcher, as an academic, to be exposed to the NGO world. You know, I was thinking in very, very conceptually, and they want something practical. Both are kind of needed, so, you know, you're learning from them and they're learning from you.
We're not here to champion a single way of doing things. I think we're here to critically examine how we do things, you know, in a genuine, honest spirit of trying to improve both our thinking and our practice.
We will not survive as we are. Evidence will help us be an adaptive type of organization. and we want to lead.
One thing is knowing what needs to be done. Another thing is to get commitment in order to realise that.
And I very much hope the Development Studies Association of Ireland will continue to foster this type of interaction.
And the small little moments where we feel that we're connected, the stuff that we all have in common. And I think that that's a very powerful concept. But if you take that one step further and make it more political, again, immediately you see the choices you can make in practice.
Not just rotating around, giving tokens to the poor, but building the capacity for people to think, to do things together, it will always be relevant. It has no end.
The Development Studies Association of Ireland is the only national platform that provides a space for academics, policymakers and NGOs to connect and collaborate. Our work and commitment really does make a difference. Join us and support us in harnessing research for development and poverty reduction towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goals.